There we go. Participants can now see your screen. It was really hard to get up. Yeah, it's hard to get up when it's rainy. I had two extremely hyper puppies this morning, so it was not a good morning. I've got two. Well, okay, I have a Chihuahua and a Pomeranian, and then my daughter has the litter mate to my Chihuahua, so it's brother and sister, but they don't look anything alike. But the two Chihuahuas were like bouncing off the walls this morning. I woke up to all three of them like trying to lick my face, like all three of them like vying for like space to like, and I'm like y'all, come on. I've had small dogs, I've had big dogs, I've had medium-sized dogs. I like dogs better than humans sometimes. I miss my big dog, but I like the little ones because you could just like take them with you. Yeah. Yeah. He's like, I'm just such a big dude. Can you imagine me carrying like a little tiny puppy? Oh, we step on ours all the time. They like to get underfoot. Especially like when you're cooking in the kitchen. They like to hang out there. Well, yeah, we had a lab, and the hardest thing with the lab was like you had to have a car big enough to fit the lab. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, because I mean, my lab was probably a little bit bigger than her, but like, yeah. I mean, my lab would not fit like in a regular, like in the back seat of a car. No, I had to have something with like a hatchback or like an SUV trunk for him to get in and out of. She gets in the back. No, mine doesn't. That's okay. The little ones do now though. Except my Chihuahua, he apparently he doesn't like the car. So my daughter's Chihuahua loves the car, so she sits by the back door and cries until you take her for a ride. My dog, I put my shoes on and he sees that and he goes and like runs into his cage and hides. I'm like, yeah, they share a cage and they love it. Mm-mm. They bury things in there so the other dog can't get it, and like they love their little cage. They're a hot mess. I'll have to bring a picture one day. Let me see. I might have pictures. Share puppy pictures. Oh, look, I don't even have the screens on. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Sure. Let's see, puppy pictures. Photos, maybe? So this is when he got stuck in his little toy. He was wearing it like as a bandolier. I'm like, dude. Oh, there's both. So this is my office at my house. That's the desk. So those are my babies. My baby and my grandbaby. How's that? So yeah, they're so weird. They're like so different. Like I have my Pomeranians in here somewhere. Hockey pictures or soccer pictures. No. They got rid of it. Oh, it's right here. Oh, there's my Pomeranian. We're looking at puppy pictures. It's fine. Everybody's still coming in. Oh, and that's my kitty cat. See, that was fun. Okay, chat. So those online, I'm just waiting for stragglers coming in, getting their badges scanned. So we'll be starting in just a minute. Skip. Okay, do I have anyone in the waiting room? I don't think so. Why is it telling me the waiting room? That's so weird. Good morning, sunshine. Okay. Yes. Okay. 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 Email me the other part. Appreciate you. Was that your question? Okay. Okay. Let's go, slow pokes. Look, they're like, we're coming, we're coming. How y'all doing today? I'm doing better than yesterday. Yesterday was a hot mess in here. So yeah, so story time. Yesterday, 8:30 class, I had everybody in here. We all came in here. We're starting lecture about like 10 minutes into lecture. All of a sudden the screens just like went dead. Like I'm up here talking and they're like, oh, professor, we can't see anything. Couldn't figure out why. Called IT. They're in here like crawling around on stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm giving up for today. Go home. So we gave up and went home. So I just canceled y'all's because I had no clue if and when they were getting back up. So did y'all like get stuff done yesterday? I had a lot of people that were like, thanks for canceling class. We got so much done. I'm like standing up here. I probably need to put my shoes on. No, well. Okay. So few things before we get started. Number one, and hopefully I can remember all of these. Number one, the peer mentoring assignment is gone. Okay, we're no longer going to do that. That's on us. Ms. Newsom and I couldn't get our ducks in a row to get everything up and running for you guys in time. And I didn't want to stress over anything. I didn't want you guys to stress over anything. So we're just not going to do it. Sound good? There was one of the assignments was like a peer mentor meeting. We're not doing that anymore. Okay, so just it's off the thing. It's still in the syllabus, but it's off the e-learning. So just ignore that one. Okay, we're not going to do that. Didn't work out quite how I wanted to plan, how I planned it, and it was due like in 2 weeks, and it was just not going to happen. So, ixnay on that one. Okay. Number two. So, our camera for those. Our camera is actually right now facing. Well, I guess me now. Hello. Is actually facing the room at the moment. Our camera, remember our camera died on Monday. So I've just had like a tech week that's just not been friendly to me. So you should be able to hear me and see what's going on in the class, and we're rectifying the camera for that. Monday's lecture, when I posted it, I'm telling you, it's been a tech week, you guys. It like was green for anyone that was wanting to watch it. Well, I fixed that too. Not sure what happened there either. And everyone just got participation for yesterday. I just gave up. Sound good? Okay. The other thing, your journal prompt for this week is the same as last week, and that's done on purpose because we're investigating ourselves this week like we did last week. We'll change next week when we do the study skills and some time management stuff. Okay. So, I think I had one more thing. What was I going to say? I don't know. I don't remember. You know, I had a list and then I lost it. I have all good intentions. Where's your bud? Where's number 2? Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I didn't tell you guys. So extra credit assignment. Okay, it's gonna appear in there. If you take screenshots, pictures, whatever of your schedule for second session and prove to me that you already have the books in hand, it's 20 points extra credit, which is the same as a journal entry. Okay. So if you prove to me that you have your books in hand and that you're ready for second session, you'll get the extra credit. Oh, if you can just send me a screenshot of the thing that says no books required. Because I think English Comp 2 does not have a book. So if you have that class, I know that one doesn't. But is there another, what other class? Oh, okay. He was just getting ahead of the curve, right? I got you. Yeah. If you can just send something that says, you know, hey, no books required for this class, like from the bookstore, like a screenshot, that would work. Okay. Because we want to be able to be prepared for these classes coming up. I was going to talk to you. Are you going to be around in like an hour? Like 15, like actually probably more like 30 minutes? Okay, come see me. Peace out. It's not bad, I promise. Why is it whenever a professor says come see me, everyone like gets this like dread? It's just him? Oh, okay. I'm like, I promise it's not a bad thing. Like, it's not bad, I promise. Okay. So yeah, so that would be a bonus. It would be like a 20 points, which is just like a journal entry. So you get to the end of the class and you don't feel like doing the last journal entry. Cool, that's fine. Okay. So 20 points extra credit. Cool. Anything else? Any other questions, comments, concerns? No? Don't forget, no class on Monday. Yes, sir. We're not doing the peer mentor meeting. So I already took it off of, it's actually for next week. I believe it was on next week's, but I already took it off. So I just want to make you aware because if you go looking for it, it's gone. Okay. The other thing I encourage you, remember, advisor meetings are due before the end of this session. Okay. They're due October 3rd, but that's a Sunday, and I can guarantee you your faculty will not be around that Saturday or Sunday. Make sure you get it done by October 1st. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, that's the one where you're going to make an appointment with your advisor and get registered for spring. Okay, the advisors have been notified that they're just going to shoot me an email. They can do it while you're in their office. Okay. Yes, sir. Who did you go to? Ah, okay. I haven't talked to her. If you can just get in contact with her and have her send me the email, because I literally just sent them the email on Monday. I just talked to her yesterday too. Any other questions about that question, Trey? Everybody turn around and look at Cedric. I'm just kidding. Say hi, good morning, sunshine. The glasses are killing me. The glasses. Terlyn, what's your question? Terlyn, if you could just type it out, that would be awesome, because I don't know if we can hear in here and it's like a mess. But I think I got the other questions. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? How's week 3 going? Pretty good? Did you say you were sore? Why are you sore? Oh, psst. So if we have the actual book, we just need a screenshot. That's it. Yeah, if you have the actual book, just take a picture with it on your phone. Oh, Terlyn, email me and we'll talk about it. Okay. I'm like, is it the hills around here? Because the hills are not friendly. Who else? Someone else had put the hills were not friendly in their journal. Does anyone remember? I don't remember who did it. The hills are not friendly. Anyway, okay. Are we ready? Okay, so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to combine some of the highlights that we would have talked about yesterday and what I'm intend to talk about tomorrow, and I'm going to kind of squish them together for tomorrow, okay? So tomorrow's going to be a little bit of a hodgepodge. We're going to talk about what we did earlier in the week, and we're going to talk about like kind of what we're doing today, okay? So we're going to talk about those colors. Y'all remember those colors we talked about? 3 personality colors, yep. We're going to talk about how those colors interact and how you can better communicate with those colors that are not yours. and how you can better work as a team with colors that are not yours. And you can get a little bit more awareness of your own personal color and how you can help others see you as well. Okay. Sound good? Okay. Yes, sir. We did that on Monday. It was like the personality, it was like 4 different personalities. We had to like add up all those things, the A's and B's. Yeah, that thing. Okay. So let's look. So today we're going to talk about learning styles. So if you go into the assignment, the link is going to be right here for the learning styles. So if for Monday's class, if you go back to the day, if you go to the weekly overview for this week and scroll down, the questions that we answered are right there, except I can't spell personality. And the analysis that we did of adding everything up is right underneath it in personality analysis. So if you don't remember, or you can't find it, it's in the weekly overview, okay? Because we are going to talk about it tomorrow. Okay, let's go back into the learning styles assignment. So what we're going to do, this last final activity about our little self-exploration, is going to be about how you learn. Now, this is very controversial. There's not a whole lot of data to back it up. Actually, most of the data says that combining some of these styles is the best way. But you still need to understand what is most comfortable for you and what you know. So I'm personally the type of person that if I read something, it kind of like I forget it like 10 minutes later. Like I don't retain it very well. Okay. I do much better with hands-on writing something down, having a conversation, listening to lecture, things like that. As a student, I always got much more out of lecture and assignments than I did like readings and questions and things like that. Okay. Those are the types of things we're going to kind of start to look at today and tomorrow is which way do you tend to go? Do you like to talk things out? Do you like to talk things out with people? Do you like to talk things out with yourself? Okay. Are you more of a hands-on? My brain makes much better connections if I'm like trying to do it myself, which kind of makes sense that I'm a computer programmer, right? I'm hands-on. I do things. I run it. I see if it works. If not, I change it. Okay. It's kind of like a trial and error. Okay. That's how I learn best. Okay. Like I said, I'm not reading and writing, not my thing, not my groove, not my jam. Okay. So we're going to take this assessment today. But first, down here, there are some instructions. So I want to go through this just a little bit. I know there's like there we go. I'm like, there's a Zoom in here somewhere. So after you take this assessment, it's much shorter than last time. There are no codes involved. It should be so much easier than what we did last week. Okay. There's like 20 questions. Most of my students from last class were out in like 40, 30, 45 minutes. Okay. But you're going to, at the end, it's going to come and tell you what kind of learner are you. So if you're partially a verbal learner, you're going to be able to talk yourself through material, reading important information out loud to retain it. Okay. Making rhymes and rhythms. Do you guys ever learn, like, especially when you were little? Yeah. Like sing-songy things to make you remember like planets and state names and things like that. Yeah. Do you still remember them like now? Yeah. It's like it's stuck in there, right? It's there forever. Okay. Using mnemonics to help remember things. I know for the planets, we always did like my very own mother just sat upon new pillows, which doesn't make sense to anybody, but I know the sentence and I know it means like Mercury, Mars, Venus, Earth, something. Like I actually have to write out the letters as I say the words. It's fine. Okay. But using those mnemonics. Oh yeah, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Did anyone ever do that one in math? Yeah. Please, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Please excuse my Aunt Sally. Okay. Oh, this one was my very eager mother just served us nuts. Oh, okay. So ours was pillows because Pluto was still a planet at the time. Sorry. Yours was pizza? 9 pizzas. Doesn't sound like a very educated mother. Yeah, the planet. So the M in my is Mercury, the V is Venus, E is Earth, M is Mars, J, Jupiter, served Saturn, us, Uranus, and nuts, Neptune. Okay, so it's finding those mnemonics, for example. So spatial can associate images or pictures to what you're learning. Do you try to make a list of pictures, images in your head as opposed to words or sounds? Okay. You can create visual diagrams, do drawing charts and maps and things. Does that help you? Dude, you didn't give me one? I'm just kidding. I'm like, dude, that looks really good. I'm so hungry right now. Look up the pictures and videos relating to what you're studying. Okay. Does your book have associated videos on YouTube? Do you prefer to go that route as opposed to reading? I do. It keeps my attention a little bit more to see something more visual. Okay, auditory is rhythms and sounds, creating songs and jingles. Okay. Do you ever like find yourself knowing like random phone numbers from like jingles off the radio? Yeah. Yeah. Done that way on purpose, right? Any jingle, which ones can you think of? Anything good? 999 to 999. That sounds awful. And isn't there like a 109 you pull it or something has like a jingle? But you can listen to them on the radio and you retain the information. Okay. So these are the kinetic, that's your tactile or like physical learners. Okay. You like to move around while you can't really sit still. You like to move around. You get some of your best thoughts when you go on a walk, go on a hike, something like that. Okay. You like to work with something in your hands. This is me. A lot of times I have something in my hand, like hello. Okay. But I usually always have something in my hands. Why? I don't know, but it's just, it makes me talk easier. Have something in my hands. Okay. Breathing and relaxing techniques, drawing diagrams and charts. Because I'm kind of a mixture of that hands-on and auditory, it always helped me to write notes in class as opposed to reading someone else's notes. Okay, because the act of actually writing it helped me retain it. Yeah. Physically touch objects. Yep. My desk is full of little toys, little like stress balls and little toys that I can like touch. Logical, again, this is more towards, the step-by-step approach, very logical, not curving away too much from the norm. You're trying to understand the meaning behind the content and you're making like a system, like this is my study system. I'm going to do it this way every time. This is what works for me. Last thing is social and solitary learners. Do you learn better in a social situation or do you learn better when you're in a solitary situation? Again, could be a mixture. If I have something difficult I'm trying to figure out, I am totally and 1,000% solitary. Like, let me figure it out and then I'll help you. Okay? Because it's like having people try to talk with me makes me like extremely nervous for some reason. And I'm like, I just want to think it out on my own. But I do also learn well in a social situation. But typically in those social situations, I have more of the mentor or professor teacher role. But as I'm helping other students, it's helping me too, right? It's helping me understand and me retain. So it is helpful to you to help others, right? Helps you think of other ways to do things. You can see things from other perspectives, but it does reinforce some of that information because you're using it over and over again. Kind of make sense? Yeah. Y'all are always so quiet. I did say that about my 8:30 though too. So what we're going to do Inside the assignment, there is a link right here. You can click on the link, takes you directly to the assessment. When you're done, go ahead and print it to a PDF, upload that PDF, and you're done with the assignment for the week. The only thing you have left to do is the journal assignment, and that's it. Okay? Please don't forget your journal assignment. Okay? Don't forget about it. Okay, we need them handed in. Make sense? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah. So this week's prompt, if you look, the question is about the journal assignment. It's right here at the bottom, but it is the same question as last week. Next week, the question will change. But like I said, this week's been a lot of self-discovery as well. So hopefully you learn some stuff about yourself. Sound good? Okay. Do you have your laptop? Okay. I can, you can go in the lab if you want. Does everyone have their laptop? Everyone else? Yeah. Okay. Because we're going to go ahead and I'm going to let you guys take the assessment, hand it in, then you're free to go. Did you already do the assessment? Okay. Like I said, I'll put you in the lab and we have computers in there. You can log into one of those. Any questions, comments, concerns? Y'all having a good week 3 kind of ish? Okay. I will say starting next week, I'm going to be a lot harder on you guys about due dates and things like that. We're not going to be reopening things. So please make sure you get your stuff in on time. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyone questions? So feel free to move about the cabin as you do your work. There are plugs against the wall here by the copier / printer. There are plugs over here on this wall. There are plugs by that table over there. Feel free to get comfortable. And just make sure, turn it in before you go, and it's done and it's out of your hair for the week. Sound good? Okay, have at it. The assessment, Elizabeth, is learning styles assignment. Right here, the computer lab. Yeah, it's over on the right. I'll come with you because I think the lights are out. I may have locked it, and I will be right back.